November is Disability Awareness Month. The theme for this year is empowering persons with disabilities through resourceful, sustainable and safe environments. Now, two innovators have taken up the challenge. Mcintyre is hoping to grow wheelchair rugby and is working on a manufacturing project that will produce wheelchairs for athletes locally, while Simphiwe Zulu is creating a retractable umbrella that will be fitted to a wheelchair to protect against the element. Let's find out more about these innovations as both join us live here on Today on eNCA. Simphiwe, let me start with you. I think immediately, just over the last 2 weeks or so, we've had so much rain in Gauteng, and we take for granted being able to grab an umbrella or being able to take shelter wherever we can for those of us who are able-bodied. Tell us about your thinking that led you to believe that a retractable umbrella would be massively helpful for those who use wheelchairs.
Thank you for the opportunity. Well, the solution started when I myself was using crutches because I have a prosthetic leg. So when I'm attending classes, I couldn't be able to juggle anything, and I would be, stopped or inconvenienced by the rain itself. So then I said to myself, what is it that I can do, design anything for myself to be able to attend class. Then it is through that I was able to, get friends who were using wheelchairs that I noted that this was a problem that they had. So then the innovation started like that. So that is where we started with the innovation, we designed the first prototype and so on until where we are.
And is this kind of thing, this kind of design, this kind of work, is that something that you've been interested in before? And what kind of help have you needed to get this going from one prototype and taking it forward?
I can say that, being a student and having national diploma in interior design, I've always been a person with a creative edge. So when it comes to innovation, it is no exception. So, from where I started to where I am now, TIA has played a huge role in terms of exposure marketing, in terms of teaching us with the incubation and all these things. Because I can say that I wasn't a person who was business savvy, but I was a person with a creative edge. So they had to take that and groom me and teach me about, business and all and so forth. So they've played a huge role in that is concerned.
Let's bring Jared in now. Jared, you're focusing on trying to get the very specialized wheelchair that's used in the sports of wheelchair rugby to get it manufactured locally. Talk to us about how prohibitive the cost has been in the past about getting these specialist wheelchairs for those who've taken up the sports.
Yes, thank you for this opportunity. And the price of wheelchairs that get imported from overseas are astronomical, in excess of 120,000 Rand, which is a big limitation to developing the sport. So that led me to, after being involved in the sport for a number of years, led me to identify the opportunity to locally manufacture wheelchairs, but not only that, is also to create skills development and employment opportunities for people with disabilities to actually manufacture these chairs. We are able to manufacture them at a fraction of the cost. So this is a fantastic opportunity that we have to be able to impact the lives of not only the athletes who take part in the sport, but also the people with disabilities who want to get involved in actual manufacturing of products.
We're looking at pictures of this wheelchair now, and it looks like something space age. Talk to me about what some of the most important technical needs are in building this wheelchair and why it hasn't been built locally before.
Well, there was a company that was manufacturing rugby wheelchairs a number of years ago down in the Cape, but they do not manufacture wheelchairs anymore. And that led me to see an even greater opportunity for manufacturing wheelchairs, specifically rugby wheelchairs. And our focus is mainly on schools for children with disabilities. So we're starting on grassroots level. And if we have to take into account the skills and the technical aspect of manufacturing the wheelchairs, obviously we identifying people with physical disabilities that come from a previously disadvantaged background. So, you know, they don't have any skills as such, but we are willing to train them in manufacturing these wheelchairs, and we actually have a very good relationship with a Mcintyre accredited training facility here in Bloemfontein that gives them the training. So we're very fortunate in terms of that, and in terms of the other technical aspects, we do have the jigs and all the equipment that is adapted for people with disabilities to be able to manufacture these rugby wheelchairs.
Really, really sounds innovative. Just very quickly, interesting, intriguing question from me. This is a wheelchair specifically for the use of those playing rugby. Can it be modified so that you can play other sports in it as well?
Most definitely. We are looking at manufacturing wheelchairs from the base of this frame for other wheelchair sports such as tennis, basketball, etc. So the base of the frame can definitely be modified for other sports.
Okay, we're going to leave it there. Just very quickly, I have to bring in Simphiwe Zulu here. Just a final question from you. To take your prototype with your retractable umbrella further, what do you need to happen next?
So right now, through the assistance of TIA, we have been able to move from the ideation stage to have about 20 minimum viable products, which we are currently testing out to get, you know, detailed feedback on, you know, what we need to add, what we need to remove. And by the way, I must say we are getting positive feedback with regards to the size, the specification, the materials, the finishes, and so on. So after that, we are actually, you know, trying to get funding to finalize and refine the final prototype. And definitely next year we are launching